Good morning, everybody, and welcome to ODI. I'm sorry we're running a bit late. I did promise Jeff I wouldn't mention this, but we've spent the past few minutes trying to track down Jeff's mobile.
Found it.
And it turns out Jeff is brilliant on a whole range of global poverty issues, but not so good at managing his phone, as it turns out. But there we are.
They're related, actually. A lot of phones.
So let me start by welcoming you to what is the launch of a new ODI Global Challenges series of lectures. And the aim is really to mark 2015 as a really critical year for international development. The series will bring together some of the world's top thinkers from academia and policy and the business community to discuss with a wider audience some of the big issues that are on the agenda for 2015. Today's event will focus on the role of international public finance in development. And of course, we know that one of the great challenges for the Addis Financing for Development Summit in July is to unlock the huge potential of private capital as a force for change in areas like infrastructure, the provision of energy, and many other areas. But it's important also to remember the vital role of international public finance. One of the great challenges that we face in 2015 is to put in place the mechanisms that will address what are the key development challenges of our time. And those challenges include extending opportunity to the world's most marginalized people and the most disadvantaged countries. And of course, international public finance has a vital role to play in addressing that challenge. I want to welcome also, we have over 400 online viewers today, which I think breaks the record. It may be related to your presence, actually, Jeff, who knows. But welcome to all of you who are joining online. If you want to join the conversation on Twitter, the hashtag is Global Challenges, using our handle at ODI Dev, D-E-V. Let me say something before I introduce Jeff about the running order today. The first hour of this meeting will be dedicated to a presentation from Jeff and questions and answers. We'll then have a coffee break at 10:30. I was actually with Jeff yesterday at a private sector meeting, and they had an extraordinary spread during the coffee break. You probably missed it, but they had these wonderful cakes and scones, and you're going to get nothing like that here. But there will be biscuits and coffee in plentiful supply. And then after that session, we'll have three panelists who will join Jeff to explore in more detail some of the issues. Before I give the floor to Jeff, and I think Jeff really doesn't need an awful lot of introduction, but he is director of the Earth Institute at Columbia University. He's co-author of a report which is going into the Addis financing discussion. He's an advisor to the UN Secretary General. He's also a prolific journalist and a prolific author. And I think his book, Commonwealth Economics for a Crowded Planet, was really one of those books that did more than anything to bring together the poverty agenda and the sustainability agenda, which is right at the heart of what we're trying to achieve in 2015. I was actually asking Kofi Annan yesterday, if you're introducing Jeff, what would you say? And he sort of shrugged a bit and he said, well, Jeff's basically a force of nature. So I think let's leave it at that. But I did want to say one thing, which I think you could say many things about Jeff and his fantastic publications record in many areas. But he's really someone who has dedicated his formidable and I think unique intellectual advocacy and communications capabilities to some of the defining challenges and issues of our day, in particular fighting global poverty. So Jeff, welcome to ODI. Thank you, and over to you.